No Líderes de hoje, uma entrevista exclusiva com o diretor de operações da Fiat Chrysler para a América Latina, Alfredo Leggero.
LATAM is one of the four regions that Fiat Chrysler is divided.
Nós visitamos a maior planta da Fiat no mundo, em Minas Gerais.
How many people work for the company?
19,000.
Como ele pensa e dirige um setor industrial tão complexo?
I'm very proud to work for Fiat.
No Líderes, apresentado por Cecilia Lucía Puig.
During the World Cup period, a huge investment has been made in infrastructure. How do you think that would impact in industries as the automotive one?
But sure, the infrastructure is important. It's logical for automotive industries. If we remember at the start of FIASA, that was an agreement between our President Giovanni Agnelli and the Governor of Minas Gerais State to develop the industries in Minas Gerais. It's important for Minas Gerais for Fiat. This development created a lot of employment in these regions, not only for Fiat but also for the suppliers of Fiat. So for the future of for the World Cup, there is a big effort from the government. It's clear the development of industries in Minas Gerais because it's important. It's linked with the infrastructure.
What are the main challenges that you have as the head of manufacturing of a huge company such as Fiat Chrysler in Brazil?
Well, sure, to obtain results, because our leadership is focused on results, but also the leadership is focused on the leading change to fight the market, the challenges, and in the leading people. But I think that for an industrial director, it's important the management system. To monitoring the improvement in quality, in efficiency, etc., and also to organize and to develop in a better way the future industrial plant. So this is the mix for an industrial director in Fiat Chrysler.
When did you start working for Fiat Company?
I started in Fiat company in 1987 with Fiat, and I was plant manager in many plants in Italy. After I was a general director in a company between Fiat and PSA called Sevel, producing light commercial vehicles. And after that, I had an experience in Magneti Marelli components, like head of manufacturing global for all plants of Magneti Marelli, and like CEO of two business lines, one suspension and another component plastic.
For how long have you been head of manufacturing here in Beijing?
I've been working in LATAM since September 2011. And I'm here like in charge of this sector. For Fiat Chrysler, LATAM is one of the four regions that Fiat Chrysler is divided.
This plant is the largest that Fiat has in the world. How would you describe it?
I think that Betim, it's an incredible plant. It's the biggest of Fiat Chrysler and one of the biggest in the world. Sure is the most complex in the world, and following I'd like to explain in a better way. Betim was built in 1976. We started the production in 1976 with a capacity of 200,000 cars per year and a daily production of 52 cars per day. Now we are producing 3,100 cars per day, and our production is about 800,000 cars per year with the maximum saturation. I'd like to add some other issues about Betim. In this perimeter, because the area is about 2.25 million of square meter, we have the vehicle plant, the engine plant, and the transmission plant. Because we produce 800,000 cars per year, more than 700,000 engines per year, and more than 650,000 transmission per year. The other part that we receive from Cordoba for transmissions, and engines from Campo Largo that is located in Curitiba. As you said, the production of Betim and this reality, we are leader on Brazil market up to 2013 for 12 years.
800,000 cars is the whole production of our industry in Argentina. How much of your production goes for the local market and how much for exports?
About the sport, from Betim, our exportation is about 6% of our total production. Part of them is for Argentina, 5.8%, and this is our exportation to Argentina.
How many people work for the company?
19,000 for vehicle plant, engine plant, transmission plant, logistics, maintenance, etc.
This plant that is the largest for Latin America and probably one of the largest in the world. I'm curious about knowing, how do you complement this operation with the operation in Argentina, in Cordoba?
Cordoba plant in Argentina has a capacity of 220,000 cars per year. We allocated production according, obviously, the models, the versions, and obviously like a business that we have in terms of contribution margin. According to the trade balance between Argentina and Brazil. So we allocated the production in a correct way with these items that we have to look when the supply chain gives the program.
You're developing a new plant in Pernambuco. How would that new operation that would be finished for 2015 would complement the operation here in Beijing?
Yes, the strategy will be presented in the next months by our CEO. But we need another plant in Brazil because we expect a growth in the Brazilian market in the next years. It's clear that Pernambuco will be different because Pernambuco will produce other models, and so we have this balance between Betim and Pernambuco in terms of models, etc. It's a technological plant, the best for Fiat Chrysler in terms of technology. But we have another challenge in Betim because we are investing in Betim a lot of money to increase the capacity of this plant.
What is the total investment that Fiat Chrysler would make in Brazil for this year?
The total investment in 3 years for our company is about 10 billion reais, because we are building the new technological plant in Pernambuco, and contemporarily we are increasing the capacity in Betim from 800,000 cars per year to 950,000 cars per year.
Those would be a lot of cars made in 16 different models.
The complexity of Betim is not only for the number, the volumes that we produce, but most of all for the number of cars, the number of models. We are producing 16 models with more than 100 versions, and it's clear the logistics system, the management of the components that we have in this plant. At the final, in assembly shop, we have 4 lines for the production of 16 models. And if you consider we receive 1,700 trucks per day to receive components. It's incredible.
Is the plant working full capacity with 3 shifts?
Yes, we are working on 3 shifts. We are working full capacity with maximum saturation.
Is that the reason why you decided to expand the plant?
Yes.
Do you think that the Brazilian market would continue its growth, although the last year it has decreased it?
It's difficult to answer this question. According for this year, according to Anfavia, this is the Association of Car Makers in Brazil, with an expectation of PIB, the gross product of 2.5%, there is an expectation of 1.1% better than last year. For the next year, we sure we have an increase of the market in terms of volumes, Brazilian market.
This year, at the end of the year, you will have the Automotive Saloon in São Paulo. What are the main lines or models that you're going to exhibit, and what are your expectations?
It's clear that the direction in terms of the future car is the same worldwide, in sense that we have a particular attention for the environment, for the efficiency energy, with the new technology, with the connectivity, etc., etc. So this is the future also with the propulsion. This is the future of the cars.
How do you complement sustainability with the increase in car demands?
I'd like to answer in a different way for your question. We have worked a lot in terms of sustainability. Is one effort that the Fiat Chrysler did in the world. Because with our management system about the plant, we have some methodologies to reduce all is referring to the environment. Talking about for example, in 1997 we received the first certification of called 40001, that is the environment management system. Was the first car maker in Brazil. Last year we received another award, another certification. This is the 50001. This is the energy management system, and we are now the only car maker in Brazil. About the actions that we did in the past, we're reducing the waste consumption about 51%. But not only the reduction in terms of reduction of waste, but all waste, 100% is completely recycled. In terms of consumption of water, we reduced 68%, and we recycled 99% of water. It's incredible. Another point, we reduced the energy consumption by 55%. And this is the results that we achieved in the latest year. As you can see during your visit, we have an ecological island where we separate, identify, and we have a process to recycle all the plastic, metal, carton, etc. And also in another treatment equipment, we recycle the water, the industrial water and the drinkable water with a specific treatment by membranes and reverse osmosis.
We are spending many hours in a car due to long distances and traffic. How are you developing comfort in cars to make our life easier?
But I think that the answer is easy in sense that all car makers are working satisfying the new expectation of the clients, the customers. So I spend few hours because I work a lot in the plant. But I think that it's incredible the increase in terms of comfortable of the cars in the latest 5-6 years. It's clear that now we have another ad about the technologies that we are putting in the car, and the connectivity. Sure, it's important because you are linked with the world. For the future, I repeat, I think that we are studying the client's expectation, but it's clear focus on environment and energy efficiency problem.
The Brazilian market is a very tough one, full of strong competitors. How do you develop competitiveness?
The perception is clear that there is an erosion of the market share because with many cars, many models, many car makers, etc. The challenge is the competitiveness. It's clear. It's clear that first of all, the competitiveness has to be in Brazil. We are working a lot in terms of competitiveness. I repeat, in terms of industrial function, with our management system that is called WCM, that stands for World Class Manufacturing, based on lean manufacturing principles. But the WCM is not only identified with the efficiency, but also for the environment, quality, the focus improvement, and the people development.
What's Fiat Chrysler percentage and market share?
Now, in the first month, in the first months of this year, more than 22%.
We know that the markets want not only quality, design, but a low or fair price. How do you achieve that?
We are working on this, but I think, I repeat with proud, that Fiat is market leader for 12 years, up to 2013.
Do you like football?
A lot.
Are you a football fan for any team?
Obviously, I'm supporter of Italy because I'm Italian. The second team is Brazil. I have my favorite team is Naples, and in Brazil, the Atlético Mineiro that won the Copa Libertadores last year.
Who are the main football players worldwide that you like?
Maradona.
Well, of